I gotta say, people have talked about my vision, sense of vision, and I mean this, in my wildest imagination. I never would have expected this. I just wouldn't. And the fact that I'm crying, I get this from my father. And it's getting worse. I mean, I cry now when I watch truck commercials during a football game. I mean, this is crazy. But to say, I mean, I am so deeply touched by all of this. And the first tear I shed was when I walked through those doors just before 5 o'clock, and I see Brother Peter Zawan from New York, province leader of the Christian Brothers. And he's standing right in front of me. Like, this is just unbelievable. And there's Joe Martinez from Chicago, the president of St. Lawrence School here. Like, I'm just, anyway. So thank you for being here. That is just incredible. Of course, I want to thank everyone for who was involved in planning and coordinating and hosting. And I know that it was a collection of people, CISVA, but I think mainly Vancouver College. I mean, I love you guys. I really do. I mean, I'm looking at Renee, she's got her camera in my face right now. And I know that there's been, I see Kelly, she's got her camera in my face. We've heard from Daryl, we've got Barb in the background here. So many of you, and I'm touched. I'm touched. And I've never been someone who is comfortable with public displays of affirmation. But I'm going to park that discomfort just for a minute. Because I loved my job. I loved it. And I took pride in it. And so to have you here is meaningful to me. It really is. I want to just thank some of the people who kind of poked their head out tonight. I want to thank Rose. That was brilliant, Rose. Gab, you're a brother. You are a brother. I know Enzo's my brother, but you're a brother. Chris, you're a brother too, my man. You're a brother. Edward, you're my boss. But now you're a brother. And I mean that. I mean that. I mean, then you have Tony Arujo walking in with his choir. What's telling about my relationship with St. Pat's and even with Tony is that his sister is here and his dad is here. And that tells you everything you need to know. So thank you. Thank you. Now, I had the Archbishop speak on my behalf. That's a big deal. And I'm very proud of that. I mean that. And but there's one person in this room who's probably equally, at least equally proud as me. That's my mother. And I will guarantee you one thing, Archbishop. By noon tomorrow, everyone in my family, both sides, will know that you spoke on my behalf. And probably half the parishioners at St. Helens. They will know. But more than all of that, I want to thank you for your ongoing support, for your confidence, and your ongoing prayers. When Daryl phoned me and asked me a couple months ago about tonight, and whether I'd be comfortable, I I didn't know what to say. Obviously, I said yes. But there was the real reason why I said yes was not, well, let me just tell you. It was to say thank you to all of you, to each of you. Who I am and whatever successes have been attributed to me have been in large part because of the many, many people that I have encountered on my incredible, Rose and I did talk before, my incredible pilgrimage as a Catholic educator. When I scan the room, who and what do I see? Of course, I see my parents. I see my mom. I see Claudia, my sister, Enzo, my brother, extended family, spouses. And I want to just say to my mom and to my dad, thank you for the foundation. None of this, none of who I am, is possible without them. None of it. I see friends who, in some cases, go back to elementary and then into high school. Friends who were originally colleagues. Students, former students, who were colleagues and now friends. Incredible, like incredible. I see teaching colleagues, staff members, and fellow administrators. I see parents. I see board members. I see priests, and I see brothers. How lucky am I? And so, as I see you, and throughout my pilgrimage, each of you, each of the groups I mentioned, have provided me with what I needed and when I needed it. Let me give you a few examples. You repeatedly believed in me, even when I didn't fully believe in myself. You taught me that to be a teacher worth your medal, you needed to teach the people in front of you before the curriculum. You inspired me to be better through your service, your excellence, and your passion, whether it was in the classroom, in the various offices, in the music room, in the choir portable, in the boardroom, in the kitchen, at events, on the field, on the court, on the water, on the mat, in the theater, or in the chapel, or on retreat. Your remarkable commitment and selfless dedication to our kids, our students, made me always want to be better. Some of you imparted wisdom, sometimes by what you said, sometimes by what you didn't say, but mostly by what you did and how you did it. You were supportive, you were loyal, and you were kind, always. You always pushed me to be better when I needed to be pushed and when I needed to be challenged, even when you were a pain in the ass. You kept me grounded and you kept me humble, and you reminded me that I was way more than my job or my job title. You gave me the awesome privilege of earning your trust. And your trust meant the world to me because I knew I couldn't do anything without that trust. You can't give what you don't have. And together, we came to understand that the learning never stops and nourishing one's soul never stops. And finally, you made me realize that my most meaningful accomplishments have always been done with other people, laboring as a team, always with clarity of purpose, always with a clarity of role, and always for the betterment of our kids. Now, of course, while on this pilgrimage, there have been events that have altered my motivation, shaken me to my core. Of course, I'm thinking about the birth of my 3 daughters. When they entered my life, I saw everything with new eyes. The eyes of a father. And now my pilgrimage was all about them. Mia, Jenna, and Joya, I'm so proud to be your dad. I'm proud of who you are. Thank you for being my biggest inspiration, and I look forward to having more time to be with you and support you as you grow into the people that you want to become and who you need to become. Now, like any journey, mine has been filled with an array of experiences. Lots and lots of fun, lots of joy, lots of laughter, lots of satisfaction, lots of clarity, but also moments of sadness, uncertainty, and difficulty. And through it all, there has been one person providing a constant and dependable loving presence. Of course, I'm talking about Carla. While I was away doing what I needed to do, crying my way through work, she took the lead, nurturing and caring for our girls. Always doing it with a sense of teamwork, with that smile, and never with an ounce of resentment or a complaint, ever. Carla, you're my biggest supporter. You're my biggest cheerleader, but also my biggest truth teller. You make me a better person, a better Christian, a better husband and father. I know now, as I face maybe my biggest challenge ahead of me, that you'll continue to be that constant loving support. I know that. I always say, if you like me, you're going to love her. And so you can say that this leg of my pilgrimage has come to an end. Right here, right now, tonight, in this moment, in this place. And like any pilgrimage, when you get to the end, you ask yourself, what's the sacred place? Where am I? What's the treasure? And it's right here. It's me looking at you, each of you, and you looking right back at me. I am blessed. No one is richer than me. Nobody. So, as I begin my next chapter, you have no choice. You're coming with me. You are coming with me. I always had an inkling that maybe I want to retire early. A little inkling. But granted, never under these circumstances. I never would have imagined that. And so many of you have reached out, expressing your concern, offering support, your prayers, and sending good wishes. Thank you for that. I am still accepting your prayers. And I think I want to share that the Christian brothers, I know the ones here, but I think around the province, they have prayed for a miracle for me. Through the intercession of Blessed Edmund. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that. At my best, I am at my best right now, when I focus all of my attention on the blessings that my current situation is providing me. You might say that I'm searching for God's grace in the muscular dystrophy. Sounds pretty heavy, I know, but I am. I am focusing on my health. I'm doing a little cooking, doing a little bit of traveling, being with family and friends and colleagues, usually over a cup of coffee, maybe a glass of wine, or two, maybe three, and a meal. And I am hopeful to continue to give back to the communities that have given me so much in any way that I can. And I know I'm a bit diminished, but you know. And so let me conclude by saying that I am so grateful that each of you are here tonight. It has been entirely my honor and my privilege to have been on the sacred pilgrimage with you. God bless you and thank you.